almost forgot about the grand finale conclusion. Well, sorry. I can't make up your mind, and I can't point you towards one or the other than to say that if you want loud, get loud. If you want moderate, get moderate. They're both fantastic systems. They both sound great. You're just going to have to kind of, decide for yourself, and that's the hardest thing for all of us to do, is to listen to these YouTube clips and then try to make sense of it. I will say that if you're afraid of getting the extremes because they're really loud, well, don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Just get them. It's not that bad. They sound really good. But yeah, if you want the deeper, moderate tone, then get the sports. You cannot go wrong with either one, and that's such a shitty thing to say, because everybody's gonna watch this and go, well, fuck, how do I make up my mind? I don't know. You're gonna be just like me. And probably overthink things. While your wife nags you and, make up your mind. But, hey, that's this part of life. It's okay. I don't know. The choice is yours. P.S. This might help you make up your mind. I just thought of it. So, if you want loud all the time, get the Xtremes. If you want to have to push the car and work for it a little bit more, get the sports. Because they both idle. Well, okay, the Xtremes idle a little louder, but they're both still kind of quiet. It's not like it's, really bad. Inside the car, they sound almost the same. Driving around, they sound almost the same. There's just a tone difference. The Xtremes are a little louder, and you hear them all the time. No drone though. But yeah, you don't have to work to bring your RPM, RPM high, to get a lot of sound. Just kind of cruising around. It sounds pleasant, but when you open it up, it screams at you. It's absolutely a different kind of note than what you get when you just normally drive around. When you're just normally driving around, it's a little bit more high-pitched sound than the sports. Not much. It's about the same. But what under wide open throttle is absolutely fucking completely different than the sports. It's a lot louder for one. Decelerating in the Xtreme sounds 10 times better. You really hear it kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Pop and just it's great. Absolutely exhilarating. The sports don't really do that so much. They do if you record it from outside the car, but I don't know. Generally, when you drive cars, you're inside of it, so whatever. But that's about the best way that I can probably make you pick one over the other. If you want loud, down low all the time, Xtreme. If you only want it loud, like really loud, when you're like wide open or you're working, you got to work for it a little more. Startup, cold start volume, I think, is about the same. City driving and all that, Xtreme's a little louder. It's just that wide open throttle. They're both controllable, both no drone. It's just that I think the only thing that matters is wide open throttle. I think that's the sound that everybody's concerned about. And the sports get louder, but it's almost like engine noise. It's versus the Xtremes, it roars. So I hope that helps. I don't know. I suck at reviews. Sorry. I'd like to give a shout out as well to AK Waring on Mustang 6G. He helped make this possible. I sold him to the sports, and then like I stated, I think that I'm gonna just keep the sports because it's just a little bit better for me. But he paid for the system, and then which Black Friday sales, I was able to get the other one for a great price. Shout out to Hypermotive, incredibly fast shipping, great customer service. These guys answered all my questions that I had for them with no attitude and all that stuff. You know, they're extremely helpful. Anyway, but I've chosen to sell or send off the Xtremes to AK Waring at his request over the sports. So he's getting, you know, an almost $1,500 system for, you know, I sold it for like $1,000, so great price. And hey man, I appreciate it, and you're gonna like it, and you know, anyway, I hope that it takes care of you and you take care of it, and then you like the system. Thanks.